Hey, what's up, studs? And we have done it again. We got LEGO to make another thing. But this video is about more than just Jedi Bob, because a whole slew of LEGO Star Wars Summer 2024 sets have leaked. So we're going to be talking about all 7 of those, plus another 25th anniversary minifigure, and along the way, of course, Jedi Bob. Now, it was rumored a couple weeks ago that Darth Maul would be coming in a 2024 set, and we now know that it should be happening on May 1st with the 75383 Sith Infiltrator. This one's going to be $70 and include Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, Padme, and Panaka. 4 figures for $70 is basically par for the course. It's better than the other similar $70 set I can think of with the Knights of Ren transport ship. That one only included 3 figs for $70, but I also think it's just a good comp here as far as the size we can expect for the Sith Infiltrator. I also think that 2007 Sith Infiltrator is a good comp. It's probably going to be about that size, just more detailed. I think this set has a ton of potential to be the best Sith Infiltrator LEGO Star Wars has ever made. I think the scale that it's kind of coming back down to after it had ballooned to the huge size that we saw in 2015 is definitely going to be better than that 2015 one. So I'm really hyped for this. I think it could be the best Sith Infiltrator ever, and hopefully include some killer figures, but we don't know if these will be reuses or close to reuses, or if they'll be substantially different than the versions of these figures that we have seen in the past. The next set has an all-time minifigure selection with the 75385 Battle on Peridia. It is $40 to $50 with 382 pieces, and there's nothing said about what the build will be. There's a lot that it could be, but given the piece restriction, obviously, it won't be much. That being said, the figures are where it's at for this build. We are supposed to get Ahsoka Tano in her white robes. That's going to look fantastic. We're going to get that older, dreamy looking Ezra. We'll also get Morgan Elsbeth, who we actually did get in a 2023 set, but it does say, according to Falcon Fan, that she will have a new face print, so something maybe with that kind of witchery going on. And then we also have 2 more figures. Captain Enoch, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Unlike what LEGO's been doing with Clone Troopers, I expect them to give him a unique helmet mold instead of repurposing one that doesn't really work for what he is. And then finally, we're going to get Grand Admiral Thrawn. This is fantastic. Of course, people really were anticipating getting a new LEGO Thrawn with Thrawn showing up in the Ahsoka show, and it's happening. It's just exciting. It's good stuff here for the summer of 2024. And if I'm not clear, the sets I'm talking about today, other than the Sith Infiltrator, should be releasing on August 1st. But anyway, that Battle on Peridia set just sounds fantastic. The next set is a 75388. I fell to my knees in a Chick-fil-A when I heard this room. No, it's Jedi Bob's Starfighter. Can you believe it? After quite a few years now of, thinking they weren't going to do Jedi Bob after the whole gunship debacle and them clearly not caring what the fans had wanted with the gunship figures, here's Jedi Bob on a platter in a $40 set with Jedi Bob Starfighter. It's supposed to have 310 pieces, and it's said to include a second minifigure. There is zero information, reputable at least, about what that second figure will be. I saw Falcon Fan say it'd be funny if it was a modern Jedi Bob. I think that would be an excellent combo. If it's quite literally Jedi Bob Starfighter, that makes sense. A literal 2002 style clone trooper would also be like a stupid cool pairing for like this kind of like throwback vibe set. I really have no idea what they'll do with that second figure, but just the way it's being talked about in the rumors, it doesn't seem like it's going to be like an astromech droid. Unlike what I thought in my theory video the other day, he won't be in a visual dictionary. It's kind of cool that he's literally getting his own set. Like, that's insane. Like, this is like a make good on LEGO's part. They were never going to make Jedi Bob before the whole gunship thing. And after the whole gunship thing, and after it, went very poorly for them, now they're trying to make good with the community, which is a good thing. Like, they're doing a good thing, and I'm very excited about it. So, even if it wasn't done the first time for the right reasons at the time, I think it's really good that they've come back to it and they are trying to mend things with the community after what they did. I do really appreciate that. I do think that is a really, really good thing. And it's really cool that he's literally now got his own set. That is not what I envisioned happening. And for those of you that have been around the whole time, you know what's happened. You've seen the whole story. You know the whole picture of how Jedi Bob is here today, or is going to be here on August 1st, that is. So it'd be pretty dope if LEGO wanted to work with the community that made it happen and maybe do something when the set comes out. I don't know, just putting that out there. But anyway, it's fantastic that Jedi Bob is going to be coming in a set here. It's fantastic that our community here has gotten another thing to happen. Like, just adding to that list. It's amazing. We're kind of running off the rumor rails, so let's get it back on track and talk about our next rumor. You really thought I wouldn't have another shirt. That's right, the Millennium Falcon is coming back for 2024, but in a way that really shocked me. It's a 75389 Dark Millennium Falcon. Apparently it's done in black. It's kind of crazy that LEGO is doing this far of an outside of the box build, but it's also not. It just is that it's so wide release, but it's also not, because they've done sets like the Christmas X-Wing, which is on the shelf over there, and that's basically the equivalent of a dark side Millennium Falcon, except for Christmas. I really thought when Lego revisited the Falcon again, it would be like a Return of the Jedi one, or at the very least original trilogy, because it's been since 2011 since the last original trilogy playset Falcon. But this dark side Falcon has me very intrigued. The figures, by the way, dark side Rey is awesome. I'm really excited to see how Lego executes this. I think the lightsaber hilt will be interesting. There's a chance they could design something fun and new for the lightsaber hilt that actually is able to go from 2 vertical lightsabers to one kind of more like Darth Maul lightsaber. I'm more expecting them to just give you essentially the Darth Maul style lightsaber where you just have blades on both ends of the hilt, but there's a small chance we get something even cooler than that. The next figure is a white Darth Vader. So definitely going the opposite with Darth Vader is awesome. We have seen this kind of redeemed Darth Vader from like the Black Series and in the comics, and so it's great that Lego is also going to make a figure like this. I've been saying it for quite a while. There's been a lot of things that Black Series is doing, and people will be like, well, Lego can't do that. And I'm like, what? Hello, it's right there. And now Lego is actually pulling from that. So hopefully they've been able to hear that kind of criticism and been able to work that into their product now with something like this redeemed Darth Vader. Is fantastic. It's just another fun variant, something different. I can't express enough how excited I am for this Darth Vader. Hopefully they're able to give him the blue eyes. That's something that we were kind of hoping might happen with the Kenobi show, giving him kind of the red print for the eyes. I think that may be make or break with this figure as far as the way it looks, is giving it those blue eyes. It really would set it apart. So hoping that they have done something as far as that's concerned. The next figure is an evil C-3PO, and I was wondering what this figure would look like, but it makes a ton of sense that it would just be the one from The Rise of Skywalker where it's just the red eyes. The evil Chewbacca I find to be interesting. I don't know if this will be kind of as lame as kind of snow-speckled Chewbacca from the Hoth ATST, where it's kind of like barely noticeable, whatever. Like, it is a snowy Chewbacca, but it's not like covered in snow. Or will he truly be shown to be evil in some way, shape, or form? I don't know how they're gonna translate that, but it's gonna be interesting. The next figure I don't really get at all. It's said to be a Gungan in a blue outfit. I wish it was Darth Jar Jar, or maybe that's kind of like the tongue-in-cheek nod they're giving to fans, but without actually giving people a Darth Jar Jar. But I don't know why they can't just give you a Darth Jar Jar if you can give us a redeemed Vader. You know what I mean? You can go one way with Vader, but you can't go the other way with Jar Jar. It's not said to be Jar Jar. It's said to be Gungan in blue outfit, which doesn't scream dark side to me, but could be a preliminary thing. It's really, we don't know at this point. It's just a rumor. And then finally, it's said that there is potentially one more figure in the set, so maybe a Darth Jedi Bob? Probably not. I also think there's a lot of potential with what they might do on the interior of this Falcon. They can go really outside of the box here. All of the Millennium Falcon interiors historically have been pretty on the rails with the normal stuff, hyperdrive, some seating, some hollow chest. They could do some really fun stuff, kind of dark sidey on the inside of this. I don't know what that entails, but I think as a playset and as something fun, they can really do some wild stuff here. All right, I ran out of shirts, but the next set is a 75393 X-Wing and TIE Fighter. It's a 2-in-1 pack for $110 with 1,058 pieces. Now, it's a very questionable set. Like, why would you do a 2-in-1 of a TIE Fighter and X-Wing? You just had them on shelves. We're already re-releasing it. It's not even like a crazy discolored version like we're going to get with the Falcon. Literally, the gimmick with this set is to take the TIE Fighter wings off the TIE Fighter, put them on the X-Wing, and take the X-Wing wings off the X-Wing and put them on the TIE Fighter. It's a fun gimmick for kids. It's a fun play set. This set is not like the ultimate collector set that I'm, looking for, obviously, in a lot of ways. But, it seems fun. I hope the TIE Fighter and X-Wing still on their own look good. I think that's going to be important, too. Something interesting, I think, with this set is that at 1,058 pieces, it's about 100 pieces more than the previous downsized TIE Fighter and X-Wing were. Now, those sets also were $20 less when released than this new set. So, a couple different things at play there that I think is quite interesting. Now, as far as the figures go, maybe that's something that might actually make you buy this set. At this point, any Lego Star Wars fan that's been collecting for at least the last 2-3 years would have a TIE Fighter and an X-Wing because they were more than readily available. Unsurprisingly, we have a TIE Fighter pilot, an X-Wing pilot, an astromech droid, and 2 additional figures. It's not said that it's like Luke and R2, which I think is interesting. So maybe it will be something different, something a little bit more fresh. I've got enough pilot Lukes. I think everyone has at this point. We've also got the pilot Luke mech coming next summer that's been rumored. So something that's not a pilot Luke would be an exciting pilot. Now, my theory on why this set exists in 2024 is because there was the movie Rogue Squadron that was supposed to release like literally a month ago. So probably 2 or 3 years ago, Lego Star Wars looked at it and said they wanted to release a new TIE Fighter and X-Wing product to go with this new X-Wing themed movie that Star Wars was going to release that they obviously eventually canceled. To me, it's pretty obvious that that's what this was going to be, and it's just being released anyway, but maybe with different figures. Maybe there will be characters that would have been in the movie. I don't know. This next one is really exciting and almost cements the idea that we should be getting a UCS Jabba sail barge in the fall of 2024, but this is a 75396 Escape from the Sarlacc for $90 with 558 pieces, and I can almost guarantee it will work perfectly with whatever scale Jabba's sail barge comes out in the fall of 2024. Like, this is gonna be made to pair with that. The figures in this set are Han Solo, Chewbacca, Lando, and then Boba Fett, apparently the same one from the mech, so we can expect no cloth pauldron, which is really a shame because that really would make that figure literally perfect. And then allegedly there are 2 more minifigures, and it's not said if there's going to be like a 25th anniversary figure in this set or not, but 2 more figures in this set. Definitely going to be a very, very nice one, and again, will pair with that Jabba sail barge. The next set is a 75398 buildable C-3PO. It's supposed to be $150 and include a C-3PO minifigure. You wouldn't believe that if it didn't come from a reputable source. But this is another set where you can see a lot of the logic as to why it's releasing when it is, as the $100 buildable R2-D2 is supposed to release in the spring of 2024. So they're just a pair made to go together, but they're selling them separate because together for $250 might be a hard sell, but you'll get some people that will want one, some people that want the other, and then I'm sure you'll end up with plenty of people who are gonna want to get both. But buildable C-3PO should be pretty cool. The last bit of news I have for you is regarding 25th anniversary figures, and a new one that is rumored is Cal Kestis. I thought they would never make it based on what they said a few years ago, but they have finally come around to making anything Star Wars, it seems, which is good. That's how it should be. And Cal Kestis is going to be coming out in minifigure form as a 25th anniversary figure. Now, we still don't know if the backs of the figures will be printed and have a big 25 on them or not, or if they'll just be kind of the normal detail for the character, but we do know that the base for these figures is not going to be the same as the last 20th anniversary figure base. The new style will be this tile, like it says for the Mandalorian here. It's this exact size, and then it'll kind of be flipped, and it'll have the 25 years of Lego Star Wars like on the tile there. Anyway, fellas, those are all of the insane new updates for Lego Star Wars in the summer of 2024. If you're hyped for Jedi Bob, hit the like button. Let me know what you think the other figure in Jedi Bob Starfighter is going to be in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest Lego Star Wars news, rumors, leaks, and more on the channel. See ya!